How's it going, guys? Bringer Platoon here, and welcome to another game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. This is going to be the first great game I've ever had in my IS-7. I got this Tier 10 heavy Russian tank way back in, let's see, 2000, what's 2017? About a year and a half ago. I, uh, I may or may not have grinded to it through the IS-8, which is now known as the T10, which is a hell of a lot better than the IS-8 ever was. But I digress. Grinded through that, got this tank, and I played 10 games in it and never touched it again. Reason? Well, I don't really have a good one, actually. But I won't talk about that. I will talk about what it is now and what I have come to learn of the tank, because this is going to be also a good little breakdown of the IS-7, which has been done several times before, but this is just going to be from my own personal experiences with the tank. So here we go. This tank is phenomenal, except for one thing. If you angle it like any other tank, you're going to get shit on, because the upper glacis of this tank is at a cone formation, which means straight on is your best plan. If anyone's shooting at you, your best plan is to just look at them straight on. And if you have cover underneath you, then you're pretty much impenetrable, even with tier 10 TDs. Shooting premium. It's pretty fucking hilarious and troll as fuck. The only chance they have to pen you is at your turret gun cheeks on either side of your gun, and even then it's like 300 and something penetration. I'm not going to look up the numbers now. I've only done it twice in my E3 shooting premium rounds, and now it's face hugging another IS-7. However, it was the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. It was phenomenal. This thing is very capable of side scraping. Its side armor is 150, I believe. Maybe a little less than that, but definitely no less than that. I don't know why that doesn't damage the 100. That kind of pissed me off there. But this fellow IS-7 gets put in a terrible spot. You see a little drive wheel there? He's tracked. And let the hell begin. You are going to watch his health drain from full to nothing in like 30 seconds because my aim time is shit. Or not my aim time, my reload time. That is another thing I don't like about this tank. Aside from being unorthodox from your typical heavy, and the angling actually cripples you instead of aiding you, the aim time as well as the reloading time, well, I guess the E100 has a long reloading speed too, but I'm more of a E5 kind of guy, I guess is what I'm getting at. This thing has a 12-second reload, and that's with a rammer. Let's see what the fucking total number is here. I know I have Brothers in Arms, but it's like 12 seconds. I'm gonna go with 12 seconds, maybe like 11 something. But its fire rate is just ass, but your armor can definitely compensate for that. And I don't know. Oh, shot premium's there. Suck on that, E100. It used to be that people could not pen this thing. If it was side scraping. If you shoot above the tracks and hit the flat piece of armor that is there towards the front of the tank while it is side scraping, you you will have little to no trouble penning it. Of course, that's always assuming if you're close enough, because if you're not, you're gonna hit the tracks, and that's gonna add to your armor values on your side, and most likely they're gonna bounce off unless they're a tier 10 destroyer. And the people that I'm with are obviously useless because they're bouncing off him nonstop, so I finish him off. And that's a kill for me. I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat. I don't know why it's so dry, but I understand that that's annoying, so I apologize. This gun is another thing I don't like about the tank. If you're going to snipe with this thing, good for you, and good luck trying, because its accuracy, being Russian, is absolutely ass. I don't know, like, you saw me there shoot a T-32. right into his lower hull, and it just fucking hit his tracks on the underside of his tank, which is great. Could have got another damage ribbon there, and that would have gotten me more damage. But was kind of hesitant to uploading this replay, and the reason for it is coming up. If you're gonna face IS-4s in this thing, you better load premium, because if they angle, you're fucked. You cannot pen an angled IS-4, and even when you shoot at the direct weak spots, which are like millimeters in diameter, yeah, the Russian accuracy will fuck you, saying, no, 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 you don't get to shoot that weak spot because you can't aim with a dick. So I'm getting cornered by this IS-3 and this IS-4. I track this IS-4 probably 3 times before I actually start to damage him. And then he starts face-hugging me, and I make a mistake. Because I spend like 2 minutes with this guy trying to fucking pierce through his tracks and hit his lower hull. But I can't. Because it's an IS-4. And to do that, to damage him as well as track him, is very, very difficult. You can manage it with premiums, and you got to hit just the right spot. Otherwise, it's gonna say you're gonna bounce off, or it's gonna bounce off the tracks, or it's gonna bounce off the lower plate. It's pretty frustrating. You see, it's red there. I shot when it was not gonna pen. I'm shooting at like a 180 angle right now, on top of his little commander hatch there, or whatever the fuck you'd call it. Driver hatch. Shoot the sides of this tank beside that little hatch thing, and you will pen it every time with premiums, because you are looking down on it looking down at it, and it negates the angle of the tank. And do I pen him there? Nope, that bounces too. Okay. Do not shoot the sides of the front plate, because those are angled to the left and the right. Just shoot to the left and right of this hatch and no further. Otherwise, you will bounce. If you hit the bottom of this little driver's hatch thing, you will pen it. If you shoot at the top, you're going to bounce every single time. You just don't have the penetration, and unless you're a tier 10 TD, you're not going through it. I apologize for this screen right here, but this oh god, throat is so dry. The game's pretty much over. I think that's all the pens I get, but it ends up turning out to be a first-class mastery, so I decided to keep it. I had another game where I had more assist damage. Oh no, oh, I did get a pen there. That's nice. Occasionally you'll get a free snapshot into somebody, but I would not count on it. And with your long-ass aim time, let's see, overview. Oh, I should have said more about the tank's armor. If people are to your left and right of the turret, do not be afraid to look at other targets. The chance of them penning you without them being tier 10 tank destroyers is very slim, even when they know where to shoot. So, yeah, this was a good game. I uploaded it. I probably won't upload anything less than an ace tanker next time. So, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.